Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot questions here on Black and Orange. Thank you so much for being here. I am here usually sometime, but I'm here. I try to be here at noon every single day of the year. Somewhere between noon and quarter past. It depends how crazy things are. But I am here every single day of the year. I take your 12 questions. I take it out of the chat. Just put your questions in the chat in all caps. And yeah, it's tomorrow's going to be a crazy day with talk of Trump org being charged tomorrow. So actually, I've got that down as question number 1. Will we be disappointed? Question number 2, I think we should look at is how will this affect Weisselberg? Okay, so as I'm writing this down, when I'm done here, I go, if you're watching this on replay, hello, you can go down into the description box and the pinned first comment. After this, I go in, I add in I type in all the questions from today, and I timestamp them, so you can just go exactly to what you're interested in. It is Wednesday, so I've got a hard cutoff time at 1:40, so I will be moving things along today, make sure I get as much covered as possible. 10% of all income that comes into the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. And we have epic moderators. Thank you. And oops, there we go. Sorted that out. And I've got to thank Kristen from Uncover the News, who has just been giving us great headlines. Thank you. There is a question here, or rather news about Bill Cosby being released from prison. They vacated his sentence. Pennsylvania State Supreme Court vacated his sentence. That seems very much like a threat to public safety. So let me know if you guys want me to read on that. So I've got it noted down. But yeah, a number of you are talking about it. So okay, we'll definitely look at that then. Okay. Also, Kristen is top cyber Pentagon official overseeing defense contractor project placed on leave over allegations she disclosed classified information. Yes, she was the Sanford. Trump got mad at Sanford, so he endorsed this woman in the primary against Sanford. The woman won, but she lost in the election proper. And days later, she was appointed to a important position in the Pentagon. And now she's been put on leave for possibly disclosing classified information. Again, no one's asking a question about it, but these are things that are out there. Okay, I'm looking for anything in all caps. All right. So, Lulu, Bill Cosby, what will happen now with the verdict overturned? Okay, so that's definitely on the list. Okay, we'll definitely do that. Okay. Robin E is asking, will they ever remove faux news from TVs on military bases? Wow, I'm getting a great big mental image of a number 1 and an S and a T. First Amendment. Oh, it's massive 3D stone right here. So First Amendment. I know it's military bases, but what news they have access to and not, I don't know. I'm not liking the energy that would. If you're hoping that will happen, I'm not liking the energy. Okay. Let me see. Let me just pull one card and see if this is worth looking more closely into, will they ever remove phone news from military bases? Something, it isn't removing them from military bases or not having them allowed on military bases. There's certainly Murdoch. This is Murdoch family, but there's something else there. There's something about phonos being, I don't know if it's held accountable for, they're hemmed in somehow. They are legally hemmed in. This is faux news. This isn't the military. Yeah, this isn't the military. So, for what it's worth, we should check in soon on the future of Fox News. But we look at it every once in a while. Thank you, Robin. Okay. Carmen saying, apparently tomorrow is D-Day for indictments. I will be glued to the tube and snacks in tow. I understand but that's why I was asking, number one, will we be disappointed? I don't want to get my hopes up too high because this is just the start. So let's see. Nothing's been cut off yet. Oh, here's something Kristen's brought up, which we have not looked at. Just in, lawmakers warn of growing threats to U.S. satellites from adversaries. Okay. Sorry, an itch right there. Threat to U.S. satellites from adversaries. Did anyone see that Biden has raised the minimum wage for firefighters fighting wildfires and whatnot? He's raised it from like $13 an hour to $15, and he says it should be more. So that's good. Finally getting some appreciation they deserve. So, but yeah, I mean, we read on this one, is it yesterday, day before, recently, after Trump, what's going to be the big thing? It's climate change. Climate change is about to become the defining issue of our generations, this time period. That's what it feels like. But anyway. All right, okay, let's see here. Okay, YouTube definitely just dumped a whole bunch of stuff, so I may have missed your question. If I've missed your question, just put it in again, put a YT in front of it, and I'll know that it was cut off earlier. I'll see what I can do. Okay. Rosetta, will anyone connected to the Trump organization try self-harm? Oh gosh. No, I'm getting a big pushback from don't look at that. Okay. I'm getting a very big don't look at that. Okay. Sorry. That isn't even an empty room feeling. That's a major pushback. Let's hope not. Let's hope that everyone gets through this as calmly and safely as possible, everyone. Because the fact is, I don't want bad things to happen to these people. I just want there to be justice. I want to see them in prison. I want them to pay their debt to society. That's it. But we'll get into that. Matter of fact, I might make that first question about the indictments tomorrow. I'll do a big spread on that. Okay. Lulu, I've got the question about Cosby. I am sorry, Rosetta. Hello, Mystic Dreamer. Okay, looking for anything else in all caps? Okay, Holly Coleman. What does the month of July have in store for us in general? Okay, July in general. Okay, got it. Okay, and that was Holly. All right. Still looking. Electra. General Charles A. Flynn, brother of Mike Flynn, has assumed command of the U.S. Army. Oh, I thought it was in Pacific. I thought it was command of the Army in the Pacific. Does this pose a danger to the U.S.? Ooh, okay. General Charles Flynn. Assumed command in the U.S. Army. Threat. Danger to us. Okay, got it. That's sad that we have to look at that. All right, that was Electra. Okay, got it. Thank you. That will be number 5. All right, and still looking. Oh, Mr. Dreamer has a question. Will the world ever recover from the trauma Trump caused? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. There really are good days ahead. There really are. There are good days ahead. We will always remember. It's like kind of like remember the 5th of November, treason and plot, gunpowder treason and plot in the UK. We'll remember, but we will recover. We will. It'll be okay. Aha! Hello, Galand. Is Tucker Carlson a foreign operative? Does he work for Russia's propaganda? Well, we could look if he's doing it unwittingly. But boy, did you hear him call that general? Not only is he a pig, he's stupid. That was a quote. Imagine if one of the members of this, they were pointing out, imagine if one of the members of the squad said that. Yeeks. Okay, so. Come on. Is. Poor little Tuck Carlson. Foreign operative. Okay. Work for Russia. Got it. All right, we'll look at that. Thank you. All right. Oh, another question about Bill Cosby. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's very disconcerting, worrying. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Okay. Stephanie's pointing out that Cosby will be 84 in less than 2 weeks. You say, I doubt he will reoffend. Let's have a look. He's 83. Medicine is not kind to women, especially aging women. Medicine has been awfully kind to men. Surprise. Oh, no worries, Robin. Thank you for being here. Dave, I agree that Trump doesn't care about the Constitution. Yep. Okay, Kristen has a breaking piece of news, which I think we should probably look at. Proud Boy, arrogant toddler, arrogant baby. Gabe Brown has been arrested. Second arrest related to attack on the media. Second arrest. Related to. Attack. Media. Okay. Let's see what's going to happen there. Okay. Thank you. Holly Coleman, I've got your question. Lucy, will Trump try and start a civil war? He couldn't keep his followers at a rally the other night. Did you see the video? People were bored. It's like same old, nothing new. And they were trying to find their cars. Those were his rally goers, and they were just I've never picked up Trump being able to wield that kind of power. I have not felt the U.S. going into another civil war. I haven't picked up on anything like that. I mean, ask other readers. Nobody's 100% at this, and I certainly am not. I don't pretend, or I'm reading on collective energy. I don't pretend to be, psychic Griswelda who knows all. No, that's not how this works. So this is a spiritual practice of reading on the collective energy. So, but I've never picked up on anything like that. So, okay. I hope that helps, Lucy. I have looked at stuff like that. But... Okay, Sabrina. Hey, New York City election problems. Legit technical difficulties, or do we need to get some kind of conspiracy theory? Okay. So this is Sabrina. And NYC election problems. Legit tech difficulties. Or something else. Okay, got it. That will be number 8. Okay, thank you, Sabrina. Okay, YouTube just dumped a whole bunch of stuff. All right, where am I? Oh gosh, Robin E. Will North America have another extreme weather pattern this summer? It already is. Oh, have another. Oh, okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, Robin is asking. North America. I have another. All right. Did anyone else watch Loki this morning? I'm giving away nothing. I'm just going to say it was very good. I really enjoyed it. Extreme pattern. I don't like the feeling this summer. Then again, we'll Anyway, we'll look at that, Robin. Thank you. Okay. And Greta, hey, what is the future of the Pacific Northwest as far as weather? Oh, okay. Greta. Future of the Pacific Northwest as far as weather. Okay. Okay, got that, Greta. Oh, look at that. Okay. Robin, okay, I've got your question. No worries, no worries. And, oh, okay. Galanda was also asking, is Tucker Carlson, a foreign asset? Does he work for Russia? I've got it. I've got that one. All right. And anything else? Kate is asking, why is Jim Jordan afraid of Dr. Fauci? Is he afraid of him? Kate. Why is GYM Jordan afraid Dr. Fauci? Well, we'll look at that. Okay, and then Tara S is asking, how's Trump's trip to Texas going to go? Okay, so that's Tara. How is Trump's trip to Texas going to go? When is that? Because I'm going to guess it's going to be after. Is it? Unless it's tonight, it's going to be after what comes out tomorrow. All right, I've got 13 questions here. All right, so I'm going to jump in feet first. I'm actually going to go through. I'm going to go through some of these other questions and just work my way steadily through them, and then we'll do a bigger reading on the end about the potential indictments tomorrow and whatnot. Okay, because I want to make sure I get any number of these answered, and I have got 1 hour exactly. Okay. Hello, Teresa. Am I super late? No, I was just about to start readings. Chris is saying Bill Gates utilizes the farmland for the potatoes for McDonald's. He has a contract for that. Cool. I didn't know that. I love learning all this kind of new stuff. Yes, I agree, Catherine. Stay safe, everyone. Oh, boy. All right. Cat Shepherd is saying Dr. Fauci's a healer and a hero. Why would anyone fear him? We're talking about Jim Jordan. You know, not the best human being. Stephanie's saying I believe 45 is in Texas right now. Oh, okay. All right. So let's start at 2230, and I'm just going to start here. Just starting at number 3. Whoops. Threat to U.S. satellites from adversaries. I mean, we know the biggest threat to satellites is the space junk. We can read on the select committee tomorrow. I'll make a note of it. Select committee. Okay, but the biggest threat to U.S. satellites. Starting over. The biggest threat to U.S. satellites is actually the space junk zipping around up there. Very, very dangerous. But some kind of war in space could get really ugly really quickly, especially considering how much of our things like GPS. You knock out our GPS satellites. Imagine how much is going to come to a screeching halt. Yes, do be careful this holiday weekend, everybody. Threat to U.S. satellites from adversaries. It's the other thing I worry about with Pluto going into Aquarius in 2023. Aquarius rules technology. Oh, Angie's dad saying 45 is going to Texas before the indictment in case he needs to climb the wall and escape to Mexico. Sure, that's true. We do have Space Force to protect us, but all right, that is America. We would survive it. It would be a heck of a blow. It's on U.S. satellites from adversaries. It's quiet. It's fairly quiet now, it feels like. We're just going about our lives. Yeah. I'm not getting. They're acting to combat that. That's all this is. Someone standing up to make a plan, or trying to, anybody who steps up to make mischief, or aggressively going after the person trying to make mischief. But I'm not getting. If U.S. satellites were threatened, I'd be getting really scary cards here. John, we also have Louis Gohmert's head in geosynchronous orbit with the moon. Is it Gosar or Gohmert? The is some white supremacist group, and it's new, and that's a mess. We should look at that tomorrow, I guess. Yes, Crystal, that would be the definition of Trump running to Mexico. Yeah. Oops. All right, I'll just pull 3 more cards. But threat to U.S. satellites from adversaries. They're actively working to stop that from happening. It's big business. Big business. Nope, it feels like we're just gonna all fat and happy. We're just gonna go about our lives. I think it'll be okay. Well, or rather, it doesn't feel like it's going to be, So, all right, 27. Let's get July in general. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you for being here, Virginia. Thank you. Oh yeah, John, Gohmert proposed changing the orbit of the moon to prevent global warming, or the Earth. Gonna beat my head against this desk. Wow. All right, July in general. Now I'm getting a little bit of popcorn eating. Then again, tomorrow's the 1st. Are we still going to be doing this whole trying to be bipartisan thing? This is me rolling my eyes. Kristen's saying that Trump's Alabama rally's been canceled over partisan political concerns. Chris, was Gohmert kidding when he said that about the moon? No. Nope, not from what I picked up. But right now we are looking at, oh gosh. July in general. Trump. We're going to be focused on Trump. That's Trump's base of power. This is, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Aaron Brockovich. The poison in the water, politically, or in business, or what have you. We're going to have a lot of focus on Sniffy, his business, decisions, and this feels like fires. Climate, Sniffy. Later in the month, is this going to be a very heavily front-loaded month as far as big things happening, or is something coming later in the month? In July 2021. Rallies trying to drum up far-right support. Ooh. Okay. What I'm getting here, I get hints. I get hints, and I'm trying to piece this together, right? So let me walk you through what I've got here. Later in the month of July. All right. This is the card I get. It's vacation retirement, or it very much feels like the reference to this is Trump's base of power, like Mar-a-Lago. And I'm not saying it is exactly Mar-a-Lago, but it could be, right? This is a card of generosity. It can also be charity. It can also be just having little bits doled out. This is quiet as a tomb. And swords can be legal. They can be military. They can be anything to do with thought, communications, whatnot. Here we have a Queen of Wands. She can also be military, like a military wife, a military female soldier or leader. She is a queen. It can also be people high up in like medicine. Like Dr. Fauci's comes up as the King of Swords, not because of his sign, but medical stuff is cups until you reach like the real high administrative part, and then you get swords. And then we have America. So later in the month, what I've got is that things may go quiet as a bunch comes out early in the month, and then they're going to be going back and they're going to be trying to get Weisselberg to cooperate, and they're going to whatnot. But this makes me wonder if somebody's going to start having some assets frozen. Oh, you're allowed to stay here or there. You're allowed to stay in Trump Tower, Bedminster, whatever. But there's some small doling out of something to do with Trump living, where he lives or what access he has. This right next to the investigator, potential investigator, would be things going quiet, and the crops growing, and summer in the United States. I'm being drawn to the yellow in the sky, which might be a fire in the distance. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. Next at 33:30. Does anyone know the exact title? General Charles Flynn is assumed command. I thought it was U.S. Army Pacific, but correct me if I'm wrong, please. General Charles Flynn has assumed command. He certainly assumed a major command in the U.S. Army. Is this a threat or danger to us? General Charles Flynn. Brother of Michael Flynn. General Charles Flynn. Chris is saying Flynn is commanding the Pacific Fleet. Okay, thank you. He is command of the U.S. Army Pacific, with my understanding. And is this a danger to us? No. That's a card for the reading. Let's see what the other cards have to say. But this is the swords, the weapons. Quiet. All tucked away. Not enough people would listen to illegal orders. Matter of fact, white supremacy is white supremacists and the like. That's the biggest problem. But it's balanced out. It isn't. This is not enough. This is the fighting force. There are white supremacists, and they can do immense damage. But there's a huge number, even people who are Republicans, who are just like, I've had enough. I'm not. I wouldn't do that. There are too many people who wouldn't have anything to do with it. Yeah, things stay tucked away. But the white supremacy in the that needs to be taken care of. But that is a question for a different day. Okay. All right. So, poor little Tuck. I so dislike this man. 3630. Tucker Carlson, are you a foreign operative for Russian propaganda? You certainly are unwittingly, but are you wittingly? Half-wittingly. Tucker Carlson. He is so full of himself and entitled. I went into General Charles Flynn's energy, and at least it was like spread out. It was taking command. It was taking responsibility. Tucker Carlson, he's Scrooge McDuck. He thinks he can do whatever he wants. It's just this insular, cannot see past, can't see more than a foot past his own nose. So entitled. So, Tuck. Joy Reid calls him Tuckums. That's not literal. But I am holding a death card. And we are talking about Tucker Carlson, so... Justice. Oh, why is there a justice card there? Justice for the people on the far right stirring up trouble. Early on in the okay, this is the rise, and the rise of democratic power is going to lead to a lot of swords of justice going into someone's back, and there's a death card. Okay, I wonder if this has something to do with indictments coming for Trump. You'd think of course he'll just rant and rail. It's a witch hunt. It's blah, 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 blah. Why does anybody listen to him? He's one of those people that energetically, it's like they just walk around like holding, those old-fashioned mirrors, you'd hold a mirror and be like an oval or something, and just to look at yourself. It's like he just walks around all day holding one of those. Stephanie half one. Okay, so are you half-wittingly? He feels superior when he does this, when he's putting other people down. Yeah, Kalon saying he and Gates are besties. Well, Gates isn't allowed on anymore. Holly Coleman, hey, Tucker Carlson, May 16th, so Taurus. It's 1969. Taurus, Sun, Cancer, Rising, Taurus, Moon. Oh. Electra saying there's a god that does that, looks in the mirror all the time. Narcissus. It stared at himself, his reflection in the water, in the pond or lake or pond or whatever, the water. That's where we get the word narcissist. He's taking the points, but he feels he's so full of himself. The information he's getting corresponds to what he already believes. So he just repeats it. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else here, but I did pull 3 more cards. Just a quick look. They couldn't pay him enough to do it. They couldn't pay him enough to do it wittingly. He's being a foil to the Biden administration, beginning of the Biden administration, Trump's base of blah. Yeah, he's just awful. So I'm not getting that he's not. I don't get that he's an actual Russian agent and spreading their propaganda. He repeats what he thinks, what he already thinks, things that already conform to his worldview. Yes, he's that awful. Okay, 42. Gabe Brown. It's kind of a shame. I love the name Gabriel. But dangerous, arrogant babies. They call themselves proud. They call themselves boys. I call them arrogant babies, arrogant toddlers, rotten human beings. Gabe Brown has been arrested. It is the second arrest related to attacks on the media. Gabe Brown, what's going to happen to you, you lovely human being? Wow. There's a type of cell that you can keep a prisoner in called an oubliette, rather than a cell where you walk up like as if you'd walk up to a door and walk through it for a normal cell. Oubliette, the when you're inside of it, the door's on the ceiling, high up. So basically, you're put in this hole in the ground, and you're stuck down there. Right. There's also references to oubliette in the sense of feeling forgotten, being forgotten. Not being seen. And that's just the mental image I was getting, an oubliette. So I thought I'd explain. Yeah. Yeah. That's democratic power. You're not going to get any relief from a Republican who's positioned to do whatever. Media. The media communicating, but also communicating the I'm guessing this has to do with January 6th, although he could just be a or what was called the place of forgetting. That was it. Thank you. Holly and Francis saying oubliette is a derivative of the French verb oublier, to forget. Yes. You're done. You're toast, dude. He has lawyers. He'll have lawyers, but the evidence is right. It's right. it's right there. They don't have to go digging for it. They don't have to keep searching for it. They have evidence. And he wanted to change. He wanted to disrupt this message of happy Democrats. So, but his way of life is, yeah, good. Bye. Oublier to forget. Bye-bye. Okay. Sabrina was asking, we're at 46. Sabrina was asking the New York City election problems. Is it actually are these actually legitimate technical difficulties, or is something more sinister happening in the New York City election probe? 45, 45. All right, New York City election problems. Is this an honest technical problem? I'm having trouble breathing. Why am I having trouble? I'm not. I'm fine. But I'm just like, I touch its energy and suddenly it's like, I don't know what that is. Knight of Swords. Okay. Temperance. Knight of Wands. King of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. Six of Swords. Okay. I thought the NYC election was just a primary. Did both sides have the primary at the same time? This is odd. If anybody could let me know what goes on in NYC and how they do this, because this is the it's just a primary, true, but I'm getting Republican energy all through the middle of this. Were the Republicans, are they going to have a primary at some point here? Or have they already? Or they're not going to? Maybe, I don't, you tell me. But because this is all Republican energy right in the middle. This is Temperance, glad to be out of the COVID restrictions, but definitely fed up with the way things have. Okay, so they were held on the same date. Okay, thank you, Sabrina. Feeling very beaten up by the whole Trump Republican stuff. Card for the reading is the Knight of Swords, and I've got a Six of Swords here. That can be voting or going out to vote, but with all this Republican energy here and continuing on here, with this for the reading, I wonder if there's somebody who is going to end up in legal problems because of this. Teresa's asking, does Republican energy feel icky? Depends on the person. Political energy feels relatively icky. It rarely feels good, but there are degrees of ick. I wonder if somebody's going to end up in some legal trouble. I don't know. I'm not saying it's necessarily, yeah, somebody, their votes, something about them being suspended. Their votes, no, it isn't votes being suspended, but them being, maybe they'll step down. There's some hinkiness there, but I'm not getting. Let me see what else I can get here. This is weird. New City. primaries. All right, institution going to be mayor, right? I'm getting Republican energy. Who won the Republican primary? Do we know? Julie, I love that degrees of ick. I'm going to use that with my preschoolers. Oh. Alexander, officials realized the results had been corrupted by test data that never cleared from the computer system. Fair enough. Holly maybe is saying maybe the person who screwed up will be suspended from their job. The ick factor scale. Mm-hmm. You're not incorrect on that one. There is an ick factor scale. Disappointment. On the defensive. Again, I'm getting Republican energy. On the defensive, but the sword of truth will come out. Justice, judgment, magician. Somebody's in trouble. Somebody's in trouble. Somebody was messing around with things they shouldn't have been messing around with. And I'm getting Republican energy. So make of that what you will. But it's going to come out. They're going to sort it out. I mean, I keep getting that. They'll just give it some time. Curtis is it Sliwa? Won the Republican primary. Thank you, Sabrina. Oh, it could be Alexandra. I don't know. Is it Sliwa? Sliwa? How do you pronounce his name? I'm getting the sense like I always feel like a nut when I talk about guides, but it's almost like my guides are like, how clearly can we say this? And I'm Sliwa. Thank you, John. I am apparently not getting it because I've got major arcana here. Matter of time, about the mayoral race, something suspended. And somebody's very likely going to jail. Moving votes. I don't know. This is all I'm getting. I have clues. I don't have answers. But they're icky clues. But they're gonna sort it out. They're going to sort it out. Okay. Anyway. Thank you, guys. Okay. Oh boy. 5330. 5330. Will North America have another extreme weather pattern this summer? North America. And then we can look specifically at future of the Pacific Northwest. But whoops. Card's falling out. So, will North America have yet another extreme weather pattern this summer? Things going to moderate or because triple-digit temperatures in the Northwest was not on my bingo card. Hurricanes. Water everywhere. All right, strength. We're going to get through it. Hurricane. Page of Pentacles. Lovers. Empress. We're going to get through it. We're going to get through it. Work together. This is making all kind of preparations, but strong storms, strength storms. We are going to get through it. But strong hurricanes. Strong storms. Card for the reading. Water. Unfortunately, that's what that. Okay, but what about extreme heat? Is there going to be more extreme heat? Are we going to go into brutal winter? What are we talking here? Expensive stuff. This, strangely enough, this can sometimes be a volcano card for me, as in, out of the blue, your big chunks of earth are like here, flying through the air onto your nice little garden. But let's see what we got here. Trying to clear up after a flood. Okay. Moon. World. Star. More melting ice caps in the world, all kind of troubles, clearing up after floods, trying to get crops to grow. It's kind of icky, but at least there are some clouds there. This could be worse, could be insult to injury. But hey, hippie gypsy, happy birthday. All right, at 58. The future of the Pacific Northwest weather. Future of the Pacific Northwest, weather-wise. Wasn't Twilight somewhere? I can't remember where it was supposed to have been based, but it was based somewhere up in the Pacific Northwest, because that's why it was gray all the time. And the whole color palette of the movies is very, very gray. And apparently that's where the vampires stayed, because the sun didn't come out much, so they didn't sparkle. Oh, it was Washington. Thank you, Robin. Future Northwest. Pacific Northwest. Please stop hurting people. Come on, weather, stop hurting people. I'm getting a very confusing picture of floods and droughts, and I've got floods here, I've got cleaning up, I've got clearing. I don't know if it's snow or what, but I've got drought up here. I'm getting all kind of mixed signals out of this card. And the eclipse, so just general weirdness. Not very helpful, but that's what I'm getting. Got the 10 of Pentacles. Oh gosh, it's so nice to have these cards mean something other than those horrible people. There's still going to be tourists. There's still going to be people going there on vacation. You've been through a lot, but it's still pretty strong. This is people charging a lot for materials to clean things up. But it's not dire. If I'm asking about an area and I'm getting, tourist dollars, well, you don't get tourists if the weather's awful. Glaciers melting, oh, absolutely, but that's more for the last reading. This in the Northwest, it's a mixed bag, but it's not going to be apocalyptic, for what that's worth. Cat Shepherd saying the temperatures on Sunday definitely added another wrinkle to my PTSD. Oh, I'm so sorry you're dealing with that. Pacific Northwest. Card for the reading. Same confusion. Same confusing energy, different. Cat, I don't think it's tourists. It's likely climate refugees. That could be it. People, or at the very least, people who want to go on vacation to get away from where they are. That could be part of it. Climate refugees, that's coming, but I don't know that that's... I'm getting that the area is still prosperous. But there's weirdness you have to deal with. There are extremes that will come and go, but the area, I keep getting this, the area is still prosperous. And it's still a place where people would want to visit to get away from wherever they've been. The key of the reading isn't that there will be tourists. The key is that that's a clue of what will happen. So there's some hope there. Greta's saying it's like 25 degrees colder here today than it was Monday. Wow. Teresa, not apocalyptic is good. Yes. Yes, I am with you on that one. All right, at 1:04. Why is Jim Jordan afraid of Dr. Fauci? I didn't think he was afraid of him, but he's just awful. But tell me, is something happened where he seemed afraid? Jim Jordan. Oh, God. Ugh. Found his energy. Ugh. Jim Jordan. Uncover the news. Please don't share anything with an R word in it, please. We don't. It's no triggers in the chat, please. It's very important, and it distracts the heck out of me. So, but thank you for all these other great headlines. Alexander's asking, does he smell like a dirty gym locker? Not entirely, unlike. Oh, yeah. Yuck. Yuck. There. Be gone. Why are you afraid of Fauci? Because Fauci blows holes in Jordan's fantasies, the pictures he's trying to this narrative he's trying to paint for people. And Fauci can just come along with a little pin and go boop, and it goes poof. Jordan's he's trying to turn catastrophe to his own advantage. Jim Jordan, really? Really? Oh, and he's still just going to keep on keeping on with all of this muck, insurrection, grief, corruption, pandemic, all of this garbage, and he's still gonna be out there just working. Dirty Jim Locker, Dirty Jim Jordan. I like that. Vich. Fai the beautiful cat of positive energy needs to make an appearance. Sweet Boo Boos and Kitty. Bailey Boo Boos and Kitty. Yeah, Fai. Facts matter, but not to Jimmy. Mm-hmm. Dirty Jim. Ugh. Yeah, Fauci can blow holes easily in Dirty Jim's fantasy. Oh, we'll get to that in just a second here. But Kristen's sharing with us that Bill Cosby has released a statement saying that his release is a victory for Black Americans. Okay, so Trump is already in Texas and apparently is saying already that he aced a cognitive test. Please. An hour, 40 minutes later, I remembered a string of words. Person, man, camera, TV, whatever that was. So, Trump, how's it going to go? Are rally people going to walk out again? People are going to be bored of you? People are going to ignore you? He's waiting. He's waiting for the legal decision. He's lashing out because of that. Oh, he's telling himself it's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be that bad tomorrow. What they're going to come out with, it's not going to be that bad. But he's worried. Because what does he do? Just start another company? Who would lend to him? Trip to Texas. Going to be a bumpy ride. He's just worried. I'm not getting Texas here. I'm not getting. There's nothing here about maybe that the trip to Texas. He's basically unstable, a little unhinged, because it's all worry about the legal stuff coming tomorrow and beyond. Also, Kristen's pointing out that Fox News cuts off Trump after he derails a border press conference with an election rant. Mm-hmm. That's where Trump's mind is. What he's got left. Okay, now we're going to read on Bill Cosby. Then we're going to go to all this indictment stuff tomorrow. Oh, good. Still got time. Cosby. Talk about somebody's energy I don't want to go into, but okay. So Bill Cosby, I think someone said he turns 84. Now, let me just... Charles, I don't see how you tap into the energy of all these misfits and maintain your sanity. It's kind of you to say that, but when you're sensitive to this kind of stuff, you deal with it all your life. At least now it's helping people. J-Lo, I posted Cosby News 40 minutes ago. Oh, okay. All right, 1:11:15. All right. So, the Pennsylvania State Supreme Court has vacated Bill Cosby's sentence, and Bill Cosby has been released. And from what you guys were telling me, he is going to turn 84 on July 12th, 14th. I thought it was July 4th. Anyway, sometime in July. And so some people were saying, well, he can't reoffend. He's 83. And I pointed out, if you did not watch when I was writing down these questions, the medical establishment has been really awful to women, but it's been so good to men. Alexander, they also blocked any retrials. Okay. So, Bill Cosby, you who are a danger to society, in my opinion. Katie's saying, isn't Cosby supposed to be blind? Wonder if he's going to have a spontaneous healing. Oh, innocent. Just offer the drink. Bill Cosby, dealing with the aftermath of what he did, and all right, he's going to have trouble finding work, income. He has money, but he's going to have trouble finding work. King of Cups. Keep your cups to yourself. He drugged women through their drinks. Trying to rebuild after everything. The women trying to rebuild after everything that he did. Exactly, Alexandra. His victims must feel victimized by the system. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Peggy. Andrew's saying he's 83. What work? Depends on his financial situation. I mean, I imagine I'll be working until the day I die. I don't think there's going to be any retirement for me. Cosby. If he's smart, he'll go home and be quiet, but he won't. Page of Pentacles, strength. He wants to rehabilitate his image. Ignore him. That's what I'm getting. Ignore him. Pretend he does not exist. Give him no energy. Pay him no mind. If anybody's talking about hiring him for something, maybe send them some information. But other than that, what I'm getting is he is persona non grata. That's it. Okay, so how much time have I got time? Yeah, okay, I've got some time. All right. Oh, Peggy, I'm just gonna. I want to make sure I read on. Move on to the talk that the Trump org is going to be charged tomorrow. Will we be disappointed? I'm gonna do a 116. I'll do a one of my overloaded Celtic cross. All right, so the Trump org charges coming tomorrow. Will we be disappointed? Will we be pleased? What shall happen? Okay, I need to, okay, apparently it's going to take me a second because my energy I'm still getting residual energy from Cosby. Ugh. Ickiness. Small drink. Well, your nails look like pretty daggers. It's the fashion. They're this metallic green, which I think is a lot of fun. The shape of them, this is what's available. This is what's in fashion. So if you don't like this shape, your options are quite limited. So I've kind of switched over to the shape because it gives me options. But I like the metallic nature of it. Yay. All right, so we're going to read on. All right, so good. Got rid of that energy. 117:30. A Lady Wolverine. J-Lo, like Glenn Kirshner explained, this is the first of the indictments, not all of them. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, he's scrubbing bubbles. I'll have to get some, Scott. Sherry, when it comes to nails, you can always trim them down and shape them how you want. I understand what you're saying, but I can barely keep up with what I've got going on. So it's just like, okay, it's a fashion. Let's just do this. I think it's fun. All right, so go 1815. So in theory, tomorrow, Cy Vance, whatnot, charge Trump org. What's going to happen here? Oh, and there will be an instant, it feels like instant finger pointing. I didn't, what? That's nothing to do with me. Oh no, I did, what? In the past, bullying, bludgeoning, not paying people, being obnoxious, metaphorically beating people about the head. Center of the reading, evidence. All the evidence, millions and millions and millions of documents. Evidence collected, sorted, done. Sheila, do your nails stay on really well? I use, in the description box, there's a link to the double-sided things I use, and they'll last about half a day. That's all I want. All right, above the reading. Oh, you guys lied. Oh, liar, liar, pants on fire. They're trying to get through the smoke. They're so over leveraged. This is, oh. Okay, base of the reading. Communicating, Trump not communicating. This is a refusal to cooperate. So right now they're still standing on a, well, we'll just stand strong and be together and it'll be fine. All right, whole environment. Trump is the center of all, and he will have it no other way. Do hopes and fears. Hope to just stick together. It'll be just like what's happened before. Yeah, things happen, but we carry on doing exactly what we want. Apparently when the January 6th insurrection was starting, all Ivanka was talking about was how pleased she was that she got her kids into a private school in Florida. What other people see. This is a lot of work. It is a lot of work. Could you get on with it? But no, there's, and we will see more tomorrow. Okay, the challenge. Trump's an idiot. Sorry, my eye's twitching. Your king is a fool. Thinks he could do whatever he wanted. Doesn't work that way. All right, near, future 1 and 2, and then final outcome, 3 cards for that. So near future 1, there's Trump the man. Near future 2, all the swords in Trump's legal back. This is going to hit him. This is going to hit him hard. This is going to hit him where it hurts. Final outcome 1, 2, and 3. 1, legal swords cutting more metaphorical flesh. Final outcome 2, family pulling together. Actually, no. This is Jennifer Weisselberg. This is a family. There is some family pulling together. No, this is Weisselberg talking. This is the people willing to talk. And there's a big old justice card. She led them to surprising things, is what she said. But all of this legal pain. There's Trump. All the legal pain, betrayal, justice, major arcana, great big letters. Good. All right, and quickly, because I've got to go, but I want to make sure I get this in too at 1:24. How will this affect Weisselberg? Will Weisselberg finally cooperate with investigators? Oh yeah, Holly. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, Jennifer Weisselberg. Yeah. You took away her kids and gave her no visitation rights. And you've been burying her because the husband could afford all these lawyers and she couldn't. Anyway, Weisselberg. So with charges coming out tomorrow, is this going to lead you to finally cooperate with investigators? Or as it is colloquially known, flip. Thank you, Kristen. It is 1:40, I understand. Thank you. Alexander Cohen predicts he'll flip like a pancake. I've been getting that, but let's see. Knight of Wands. Okay. Well, the among the company, it's going to be, we'll stick together. We fight for Trump. We fight for the Trump name. We fight. You are being threatened to go up the river for ill-gotten gains. Queen of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Hierophant. The end is near for this company. That could be Ivanka. I wonder if Ivanka is going to start spouting certain things. But these are going. This is a real threat of someone going to prison for ill-gotten gains. What is this? I need just a couple more cards on that. So Weisselberg, are you finally going to cooperate with the Sivants and the investigators? It feels very much like at the company, everybody's going to be, yes, we're in this together, or da da da, but they're like pirates, and they will sell each other out. The evidence, it's right there. You can't spin it. You can't. Right there. Secrets. Victory. All of Trump's victories in whatever area, full of secrets and lies and justice. It ends in justice. So, one way or the other, yeah, this thing's coming out tomorrow. Communicating tomorrow. Okay. Are we going to be disappointed? Or what was very confusing, it cleared up, and the Trumps actually have been lying about their finances. I think this is going to be bigger than just, it feels like it's going to be bigger than just, oh, this person got a car that they didn't mention, they didn't put in their tax form. This person had an apartment that wasn't, and that's it. It feels bigger than that. So, all right, that's going to do it for me for today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. It's getting dark here. Dark clouds rolling in. I will be back tomorrow. I'm here every single day of the year. At 4 o'clock, I'll be over on Book Art Media. You're always welcome. We just do 4 25-minute writing blocks, quiet work blocks. But we're just supportive of each other and whatnot. So if you're a creative person, sometimes Kristen comes by from Uncover the News, and she does knitting sprints during her 25 minutes. But you're always welcome. All right. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I will be back tomorrow. And hopefully we will have indictments to talk about, because they will come out in the morning. All right. Take care. Thank you. See you tomorrow.